Mic check, mic check. What's going on, everybody? This is Jamari Kirby, your one and only, your plant-based health accountability partner. We checking in. Can we be transparent today? I wanted to check in. I don't even have a planned topic, to be honest. I just want to check in so that way, maybe what I'd have been through and be a little bit transparent can inspire you to take action, take accountability, and accept the support system that we here for. So look, before I begin, I'm gonna have some short announcements, but I just want y'all to come in and vibe with us for a little bit. Just catch up, relax, trust the process. I'm gonna be sharing with a lot of stories that inspire me and how I began this plant-based journey. We just approached 3 years into this, and it's been amazing. So I want to invite y'all to my space. And if you're not inspired to want to be more health conscious, then this is the time to go ahead and leave, because everything I'm going to talk about may get you to think. So I want y'all to find a little bit of inspiration on what inspired me. So, but no further ado. I am the co-founder of Vegan Fiber, one half owner, founder, co-founder, also the Vegan Currency app. So yeah, check in. I'm also your health accountability partner, and we just help people restore their energy. Combat fatigue, and we do it through plant-based transitions and incorporating more fiber-rich whole foods. So I got some short announcements before I go any further, but like I said, I'm gonna be sharing some stories, and I'm gonna do some Q&A. I'm gonna invite you all. You're more than welcome to come live and check in to catch up to see how these last 3 years have extended and accelerated to a point where I had begun to be so inspired to create a dynasty. So I'm gonna catch in with y'all, and I'm gonna invite y'all to ask questions. At any point, anybody want to join in, feel free to join in. I'll send you a link to join the live. So if everybody here and they can hear me, just let me know y'all here. But I just want to give a big shout out to the first lady and the co-founder, Shayna Maud, Vegan Fiber and the Vegan Currency app. Big shout out to the first lady and our co-founder, holding it down. We've been doing this journey, and I also want to give a big shout out to our team that works behind the scenes. We got a large team of, not super large, but we got the ones that's important that works with us. So also shout out to the ones behind the scenes working and making this thing work. But bigger shout out to the community and customers. That's really the team, is the community, the customers, the people that shares the information. We wouldn't be here without you. Short announcements. It's a couple of authors, that self-published authors that I know that I have their book on hand that I just want to give a quick shout out to. First and foremost, I got to give a shout out to myself and once again, Shayna Maud. We are published authors of The Secret to the Fountain of Youth, Sea Mossology. You can go get that on Amazon. You can go get that on Kindle audio. You can go get it on our website, more importantly, veganfiber.com. Nice book. We'll talk a little bit later about that, but you can go get that. It's a really, really good book that's going to unlock a lot of secrets to the Fountain of Youth that we found valuable on things that has maximized our lifestyle. I also want to give a shout out to this young brother right here, Christopher Robinson. He's a published author from the Low Country as well. He wrote the book Penitentiary Metamorphosis. And it says how I planned my grand escape through 10 years of lockdown. I feel like it's very important that we understand that we got so much power in our community to inspire people. And I just was inspired by some of these books that I had personally purchased over the years. So support your local community. Check it out. You can get this book on Amazon. That's where I got my copy at. And find out how his journey and his viewpoint of being incarcerated after 10 years and how he's been able to overcome his transition and getting back into the real world, and what he saw behind bars, and how he was able to overcome being training his mind to be more stronger than his emotions. So go check it out. Penitentiary Metamorphosis by Christopher Robinson. And then also this book that I was able to get by Cassandra Carter, It's How to Slay No Matter What You Weigh. It's a really nice book that I believe that's going to boost your confidence for women of all sizes, all colors, all backgrounds, just to give them some confidence to show them that you can slay no matter how much you weigh. So go check that out. Get that book. You can visit that book and get it at www.cassandracarter.com. You can get that book. Go check it out. Very nice read. Very grateful. I was actually gifted this book, so I'm very grateful that someone thought enough of me to gift me with such a kind book. So before I go in, how y'all feeling today? Like I said, I had no real planned topic to talk about other than giving y'all some inspiration on what has guided me, more importantly, our team along the way, and a little bit about our mission statement, and just give y'all a little bit of inspiration and knowledge, but also be transparent on this journey because I believe that sometimes lack of information and transparency causes people to fear and hate things. And I don't want you all to look at this journey of plant-based with either an operating out of either one of those categories of fear or hate, because it's a really nice side on the other side once you unlearn and relearn. And I want to be there forefront to inspire other people to say that they've seen other things in that community that may have inspired you to where you can find inspiration. But at the same time, we got to understand our why on wanting to be more health conscious. So today, I'm just going to be transparent with you all on my journey. Like I said, we are ascending, and sometimes you just got to slow down and speed back up. So I want to be on this hour with you all. You're more than welcome to join and share this. And I want you all to be transparent and just trust the process of this and ask questions. I'm going to share with you all some presentations later on, just some key points. But I also want you to just think about your why. Like why is it at whatever age or whatever you at in your life right now to where you want to be more health conscious? And that's kind of where I was at. So I want y'all to just look at this with the opportunity. So for me, the journey kind of like ascended once it like you don't just wake up overnight with a disease, or you don't wake up overnight with a result. So you don't wake up overnight. It just doesn't happen like that. Even just like success, like I believe that success is a planned event. So there's been different times throughout my journey where I wanted to take my health more serious. It's just that I never had set up the proper accountability plan. Somebody said, "Hello, friend. I'm not able to see the name for, and I'm on multiple platforms right now. So I can't see the name. Just comment your name so I can know who I'm speaking to back. But hello, friend, to you too. Thank you all for joining in. Once again, I'm Jamari Kirby. I'm the co-founder of Vegan Fiber and also the Vegan Currency app. I am certified in plant-based nutrition. I help you combat fatigue and restore your mental and physical balance. I'm just going to be a little transparent. And hopefully some other people that has also been that have ascended with maybe taking more health conscious steps is going to join us today. And maybe they'll even share some of their stories to where you might find some inspiration from not just my story, but their story too. So long story short, the onset of a lot of things happen from early childhood. So we believe that these diseases is passed on through our blood, through that, but it's not. It's through our eating habits. So like for me, when I got into this journey, it was just about me being more conscious and able to take more control of my controllables. But it didn't happen overnight. There was times where 10 years ago, I was piecing recipes up, or growing up, I may have seen a lot of influence through the people that was before me, and pieced this story up along the line. Like this was a lifetime journey of piecing different cultural things that I was exposed to find how I wanted to balance out my lifestyle throughout my plant-based journey. There's different variations of ways that you can have a plant-based journey, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what that looks like when considering diets and lifestyles. You know, sometimes we just don't know what it really means to be a vegan or a vegetarian. So, matter of fact, no further ado, I'll share my screen really quick to break down that diet real quick of lifestyle. I really don't like to say diet because this is more so of a lifestyle for me. But can everybody hear me? Is my sound okay? Is my music not too loud? Because yeah, I work for y'all. So y'all let me know if I'm all right on the sound. If y'all joining in, comment your city you joining in and tell us where you at. This is a community, so you never know who's in your community local. So comment what city you in, where you checking in from, what's why you got inspiration to be here right now. We got a lot of great people in this community, and it's about shining the light, because I talk to a lot of people every day, and you'll be amazed at how much people I talk to a day that keeps me inspired. There's a lot of people that has done this before me. There's a lot of people that I look up to. One of my mentors is Dr. T. Collins Campbell, who is the doctor, is like the godfather at the Center of Nutrition. I was able to adapt a lot of knowledge from him, and just a lot of other people that inspired me along my journey and been my mentor. So I believe that looking at how this has fallen in place is not it's us as being accountable to each other. So before I go to sharing the screen, I was having a conversation with a gentleman the other day, and a good friend of mine, a colleague, and we was having a conversation, and I was like letting him know about the background and what's been inspiring me, and why we are health accountability partners. And he said, Kurt, he said, what do you define as a health accountability partner? Break it down to me as if I was an 8th grader, because the word accountable is such a strong word. It's such a strong word. And I had to really understand what he was saying, because he was saying it with so much power to me. And like I told him, I said accountable is through one's perception. It's the support that you give someone. It's the support, but it's still about listening to how they want to be supported in accomplishing that dream. Like that accountability system is the support system, is having someone there for you. It's about bringing the best out of you. It's about keeping a certain discipline to accomplish your goal. I believe that any success is a planned event, but he was bringing the best out of me with breaking it down to an 8th grader. So the story went like this. I said, if I was talking to an 8th grader, I would first ask them what inspiring them right now. Like, what do you want to grow up to be? What is it that you want to accomplish? What is it you want to do right now? What is the characteristics, and how would that feel? Because you got to remember, we're talking to maybe someone in 8th grade, or to where they're growing up, but they still have the imagination. That we still have that ability to imagine. 8th grade, kind of making that transfer. Even though he said 8th, I understood that he still wanted me to maybe break it down to somebody who was in the mind frame of maybe a little younger. So, but I said, talking to somebody and understanding their dreams, their what is it that they're most inspired by in 8th grade? Because at that age, they're still in a system that they're trying to figure themselves out. They're still very open to knowing how they feel. And so after I told him, I said, after I get to the bottom line of how that person feels, then I would understand how they need to be supported. And that's all about the accountability. Is having someone be able to understand where you're going, but also be able to support you along the way when you're able to have goal setting. It's important because there's statistics that show that just by talking to somebody with goal setting one-on-one, you're 65% more likely to accomplish that goal. There's also other statistics that show that if you do goal setting masterminds with groups, you're 95% more likely to accomplish your goal. So these are statistics that's showing that the power of masterminds, the power of numbers, the power of a support system is very, very important, right? So that's kind of where, not even kind of, that's directly where I'm at with you all today when I say, hey, we want to be your support system, but it's up to you to understand your why. It's up to you to understand where you're going. You got to look back at that childhood or those old feelings that we may have suppressed throughout the way that we thought we was healing. So through food therapy, there's a lot of things that took place during my transition, and that inspired us to take something that was through a lifestyle and want to duplicate the results to where other people can live this lifestyle. So I'm a I found a lot of inspiration through being plant based, because for me it was like liberation. It was like I got to create my I got to control my controllables, but I got to create my utopia with getting into like learning these herbs. I got to go back to controlling my controllables with not being limited. Like the only limitation someone has is the limitations they place within themselves and their mind. That's the only limitation that you truly have. So getting into this plant base was like a form of freedom for me. I saw a form of freedom for my household. I saw a form of freedom for the people around me that started to adapt certain lifestyle changes that we was able to duplicate. So early on, this was something that ended up being a service-based thing for me because it was my lifestyle. And there's different things that didn't have to be perfect about this. And I don't want y'all to come into this lifestyle feeling like you're not going to have times where you might have cheating moments or fall. You're going to go through the transition. We were here to encourage you, to meet you where you at, but don't get discouraged by where you're limiting yourself based on limitations within you're telling yourself. A lot of people get into this when I mention my lifestyle of transition into veganism. And lies, let me tell you, I'm from the low country of Port Royal, South Carolina, the homes of the Gullah the Geechees. We have a really good southern soul food lifestyle that has some awesome foods growing up down there. We got a lot of different lifestyle things that I had to break away and learn how to substitute to still enjoy those same dishes. So I don't want y'all to look at this place of where I'm at today like I didn't have to go through the same thing I'm advising you all on. And I say that to say that I want you all to see that there's a sense of credibility here because I overcame it. And every day I still have to go through it because I'm no different than anyone else. Like I'm still tempted by certain things, but my mind is still trained. At this point, I've broken habits through the 3 years to not even like certain smells of food that I would eat normally don't even, it makes me sick now off of just the smell. So I just want you to understand that your mind is what's going to limit you. If you come into this like, well, I would never stop eating meat, I would never start eating more plants, then that's what's going to keep you limited. Because the study shows that just in America, over 95% of Americans are fiber deficient. And that's a staggering number. If you're not aware of what fiber does, fiber plays a huge part in helping combat chronic diseases and obesity, and regulating your blood sugars and stuff. Like fiber is a huge and important role because it's the undigested part of the food. So these are the part of the plant that cleans your body out. This is the part of the food that when we're supposed to be eating these things throughout our meal, we're supposed to eat fiber through plants because that's where we're supposed to get the natural antioxidant supports and the amino acids and things that keeps our body in conjunction to who we are made from. We are natural herbivores. Like our body are made to eat plants and carbon through those things. So, but the things that I just want you all to understand is that getting into this lifestyle, like if you put that limitation on yourself to say this is not what I'm going to be able to accomplish, then that's going to keep being your limitations. But if you come into this where it's like, all right, I can find different things to substitute along my way. Maybe start off on week to week, meatless Mondays. Maybe I'll cook one meal a week that's meatless. Maybe I'll do 2 days. Maybe we'll do a date night. Maybe one day when we go out to eat, we'll search plant-based options. So I'm going to share a screen really quick to show you what it really means in different diets and what they contain, because some people may be confused at what does certain diets contain, when it comes down to this plant-based journey and then hearing plant-based. So if you can see my screen, let me know. If everybody can see my screen right now, let me know. If you can see my screen. No, okay, it's not. Now, now you can see my screen. I know you couldn't see. I just saw you couldn't see my screen. All right, so you can see my screen, right? Everybody can see my screen. Everybody in? All right, cool. So I got to get back to that screen. Okay, here we go. So everybody good? Thumbs up. Give me something in the chat. Give me some thumbs up. Like I said, we're going to make... This is about me being transparent with everybody today, because I want y'all to find some inspiration to get up, go out there, start where you at, and just learn more about how much plant-based can truly inspire you just to derive more of your diet from eating more plants. All right. So we're going to look, I'm just going to give y'all a quick rundown of which each diet consists of, because some people are unaware when you mention plant-based. Some people are really unaware which plant-based diets do they want to kind of start at, or what consists of what. So in the Western diet, if you look over here, everything in the green check means that they consume it. So hold on, let me make sure. All right, everybody here. Let me see. All right, everybody good. We got thumbs up. Okay, I see thumbs up. Okay, thumbs up. All right. So you may be looking at this. Like I said, I just want to break this down to what diets consist of, because some people may hear vegetarian and not maybe understand what's in there. So let's just look at this. So the Western diet consists of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, legumes, non-hybrid plants, hybrid plants, oils, high processed food, seafood, meat and poultry, eggs and dairy, anything underneath the sun that's a meat, in pretty much anything in a Western diet that they can figure a way out to eat safely, from even if it's a snake down to alligator, down to squirrel, down to ox, like any meat in a Western diet, anything that they can find edible, they'll eat. And I'm breaking it down so you can really understand this on a large scale, what's going on in our lifestyle. All right. So the WFPB means whole food plant-based. That's the whole food plant-based lifestyle. So they'll consume fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, non-hybrid plants. They also eat hybrid plants. But the whole food plant-based community, they don't consume oils or high processed food, seafood, meat or poultry, eggs or dairy. Now, vegans, they consume fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, non-hybrid plants, hybrid plants, oils, high processed food, and I'm gonna stop right there. High processed food, stop. They don't consume seafood, meat or poultry, eggs or dairy, right? And I feel like this is important to break this down, because some people will look at this whole veganism thing and think that because you vegan, you just automatically by default. Hold on, let me take one of these captions off so you can see the chart all the way. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I want to take one of these captions so you can see the. Let me take this on. All right, so there we go. Some people will look at this whole veganism thing and see a vegan and automatically assume they're just supposed to be healthy, or you know what I'm saying? Like there's not levels to this. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you'll see a vegan that maybe you're not really inspired by on the outside, because you're looking for the physical of veganism. So you're not really under, and this can go both ways of unhealthy and being healthy if you're just trying to base it on the physical presence of somebody. So even in veganism, like a lot of people can still consume a lot of high processed food or saturated fats or certain things that's just not really good because you know they're not practicing the right techniques, or they become like junk food vegans or stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that can be just as detrimental in not understanding the proper way to derive your diet if you're just trying to base it on what's being still not in and consumed. So there is ways that vegans are still consuming a very unhealthy lifestyle. So that's why I wanted to bring this chart up so people can kind of see what's in diets and what's not in diets. You know what I'm saying? So and then like I said, man, like uh don't base the outside of what we consider healthy, because even in the Western diet and Western medicine, excuse me, when you go to the doctor, they consider health by not the site of disease. So when you go to the doctor and it's like you'll have people that go 50, 60 years or all these years without cancer being detected or this disease being detected. Well, that's because in Western medicine, they're really, it's more so of an emergency practice or not the site of disease. So it's like, okay, as long as you don't have disease, as long as you don't have for sure diabetes, as long as you don't have liver disease, they're not looking at it on the signs of preventable of, okay, this is what's going on in your lifestyle that's going to, because like I said, most disease, like even in the Western diet, the statistics show that by the age of 18, we have already, if we're eating the standard American diet, we have already developed enough disease to where we'll have heart disease, cancer, and all these other bunch of stuff just off of the standard American diet by the age of 18. You see what I'm saying? We're already at a high risk of mortality for that. So I just want y'all to look at this as like, it's, this is a journey of things that has taken place. And it's not just, when you get to 30 and 40 and all these different years that you start seeing the things catch up. Like, it's not like, you just started eating that yesterday and it caught up. Like the American standard lifestyle in Western medicine, they do not judge the clean bill of health based on preventable things that's already going on. They base it on the site of disease. And that's why by the time, a lot of times when people go into learning they got cancer and things, it's in a really aggressive form because we're not looking at it as we don't study nutrition as preventable. I do not, just for a disclaimer, like I do not have something against Western medicine. Like I think there's a really need for Western medicine as a treated way for emergency. I believe that holistic health should be the lifestyle for preventable lifestyle, and then Western medicine should play a role for the emergency of, okay, surgeries or things happen to where you need the medicine right away to knock that virus out, and there's nothing else that, I mean, I'm just saying, like, there's still a place for Western medicine. So I don't want to discourage anybody to thinking that there's not a place for them. I believe that we should just practice Western medicine as a backup emergency plan versus taking Tylenols and all of these things on a daily, because it's Western medicine is made to treat, not to heal. So I believe that through living the whole food, plant-based and like vegan lifestyle, that you're giving and still understanding that it's levels to that, but you're still on a good path to give your body a balance, pH balance throughout the body, and give yourself a good chance to centralize the site of diseases and minimize inflammation throughout the body, because that's really all we're trying to do when we're living a lifestyle that we want to prevent a lot of the chronic ailments. And being in this green is the best way to reduce inflammation and give yourself a longevity of a lifetime. Now, I'm gonna touch on some other things about this journey that I got in, but This is the vegetarian, and I mean, it's still a nice lifestyle. Don't get me wrong. Vegetarian, this is almost like living that 80-20 lifestyle where like 80% of their meals is probably going to be derived from more plant-based. And then they have like maybe 20% of their meals where it includes like meat or poultry. Some people may consume this more than they're consuming plants. So I'm not going to say everybody that's a vegetarian is in that 80-20, but a lot of vegetarians, they consume more of a plant-based diet, but they still eat meat and like cheese and stuff. So that's kind of like the people that's like, I want to derive most of my lifestyle of what I eat from 80-20. So they'll be the ones that 80% of their plate is like fruits and vegetables on it, and then they'll have like maybe one meat. Because in the Western diet, if you look at how much we eat meat, like we don't just put like one meat on our plate. We like put a lot of different meat groups on our plate. Like we'll eat one plate that has like meat in, like we'll take something that's so nutritious that's full of legumes or something that's a whole grain. We'll take something that's so nutritious, but then we'll go cook it with like some neck bones, or we'll put some sausage in there, or we'll go put like some type of meat in there just to satisfy us, because the meat's not really adding flavor. Because if meat was adding flavor to that dish, then why do we season meat with natural herbs and spices? It's not the meat that adds flavor to your food. It's the herbs and spices. You know what I mean? I haven't seen nobody just put meat on their plate and cook it without any seasonings. So I don't really understand when people get into plant-based and they like look at it like it's not obtainable. But I'm gonna show you how it's attainable, because I was once somebody on that other side who didn't put the right time and just kind of being conscious about like sitting back and saying, damn, some of this do kind of make sense. Like I was just that same person sitting on that side, being a little naive, but it took a long time before all the signs kind of presented itself. You see what I'm saying? Like it wasn't just 3 years. It took a long time for things to present itself, but also had that discernment. But the thing is, animal protein puts a lot of strain on your kidneys when you're going to digest food. And I'm going to leave that right there, and I'm going to come back because I want to I'm going to put another point of this slide with something else from one of my mentors, Dr. Milton Mills, and I'm going to show a highlight of something he talks about. And just to show you one side of how detrimental just dairy alone is in your lifestyle. Let's just say you didn't even want to stop consuming what you're consuming, and you just like, hey, let me just start where I'm at. Let me take one thing out my diet. Like for me, before I even got in plant-based, I had already stopped eating pork and like certain things. Like I had already stopped doing that like 3, 4, 5 years before I even really had got into just taking certain animal things out my lifestyle. It was like, you know what I mean? Like I stopped taking a lot of things out. Like I stopped consuming like white cane sugar and a lot of things. Like it was a transition. It was just like I stumbled across the right information that was able to allow me to find some inspiration to transition to like just commitment. You know what I'm saying? And then my whys changed as I got into different places in my life from my goals and things. So things change when you want to be around, man. Like when you out there and you might not got a lot of things that you really got the time to slow down to know what you want to live for. You don't have the time to maybe know what it is you want to correct, because like getting into this plant-based stuff, it's a lot of like reflection time that you might don't want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of stuff that you kind of just like, damn, like I don't know if I want to deal with this within myself and have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like one of those things. Like you don't really sometimes want to have that conversation within yourself to know like this is what I want to fix, or this is what I find within myself wrong. Like, and that's what this was for me early on, and a lot of people that I see come through. But don't lose sight of your whys. You see what I'm saying? Because it took years and years for us to be in that lifestyle that made us sick. So give yourself that same grace period to make it out. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen just to talk about one aspect of how bad dairy is just in our diet alone, just dairy. You know what I'm saying? So hold on.
in essence does is it actually can cause should be in a quiet phase. When you bring in these uh, dairy proteins that start to stimulate these cells to try and grow, what that in essence does is it actually can cause the cells to become cancerous. In particular, cow's milk is very high in protein amino acid. I'm sorry, excuse me, called leucine. High levels of leucine turn on a gene complex called TOR, TOR. TOR is associated with cancer development because those are growth genes. But again, in human adults, you really can't grow, but you can stimulate your cells to start growing abnormally, and that results in tumor formation. Um, Cows will exposure to dairy protein will also elevate levels of something called IGF-1 or insulin-like growth factor, which again is associated with type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, but also cancer development. And this is especially problematic for men, and in particular African American men, because one of the most potent stimulators of prostate cancer that we know of is exposure to dairy foods and cow's milk. And African American men have a prostate cancer prevalence that's more than twice that of Caucasian men. And once we develop prostate cancer, we are more than twice as likely to die from it because we tend to get much more aggressive types of prostate cancer than the general population. And when it comes to women, dairy foods are associated with an elevated risk of both breast and ovarian cancer. And one of the things that I don't think most women think about is the fact that in order for a cow to produce milk, she's got to be pregnant and recently delivered, which means that her body is flooded with estrogens. And those estrogens come out in the milk and the other and the foods that are made from the milk, like yogurt, cheese, and so forth.
Wow. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's just finding your why. That's just one thing that you can find your why. You know, how much woman, and you don't have to, we don't have to, we can be real about this, man, because some of these conversations need to be had because it's not fair that our woman is walking around with all these fibroids and things going on and not feeling like they have alternate options in health. You see what I'm saying? So these are some things that's just going on that can simply be fixed by not consuming one or two things in your lifestyle without even being all the way in the lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? So these are like things that, for me coming from a background that was woman based, single parent mother household, and just seeing a family where, a lot of people around me went through a lot of health scares and stuff. Like, you want to be able to one day just take all that and say, you know what, I want to be able to turn this around. Like, I can't count on one hand because I got so many people that I've seen in my family die from cancer, Alzheimer's, kidney diseases, just so many different things, man. And it's like, how much more are we going to just keep sitting back, not looking at it as it runs in my bloodline? Like, no, like a lot of the time these diseases are ate through habits. You see what I'm saying? So I believe that this transition was a little bit of challenging for me, but it wasn't that much challenging for me. But I just want you all to not give up at where you are and don't and not say that you can't find inspiration. I'm gonna give y'all a picture of something real quick. Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all the first day I went shopping, and I'm gonna upload the video. I'm gonna upload the whole video one day of what it looked like my first shopping trip. When I had went shopping. I'm gonna show y'all my video, but this is just a picture, right? This is my 3 years ago. This is me right here. 3 years ago. You see, hold on. Let me pull it up. Hold on. This is me right here 3 years ago. You see what I'm saying? Just like anybody else. You feel me? And this is back when you can actually go to Walmart at nighttime. As you can see. Let me go back there. This is when you can go back to Walmart. This is when you used to be able to go to Walmart at night, overnight. You know what I'm saying? I had, after a while, I just got tired of being sick or tired with something. I just did a cold turkey quit. But I had to understand my why, and I had a lot of things that was inspiring me at the time. And I'm not going to say that throughout my journey of taking meat out my diet, there was things that I slipped up on, because it was like throughout my journey, like I didn't realize some of the products that I was consuming had byproducts in there. So that's why it's so important that you do learn how to label read, because there was a transitional period where I didn't still I wasn't like, even though I'm where I'm at today through discipline, like I was probably in that whole food plant-based / vegetarian. Well, I wasn't doing the meat or nothing like that, but I was kind of in there early on because I was just inspired. So it wasn't about being perfect. It was just about, man, I got to take action. You see what I'm saying? So this was like the first day that I actually went shopping right in the city I was at to go learn how to eat plant-based, right? So right here, it was overnight. Like I just cleaned out my kitchen, started where I was at. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just how it went. You got to find some type of inspiration every now and then. And I know what my inspiration was, going into a different path and things that I wanted to correct. So that's just where I had found some inspiration at. There was like products along my journey that, like, yeah, when I got in plant-based, it was some products that I really found inspirational, things that I could use with it. And one of the products was like sea moss. You know, early on when I started this journey, it was like the first couple of things I started using, it inspired me to want to help other people because it had so much things that had took place in my life. But I do want to have some people come on. You know, if some people out here that want to jump on the live, y'all more than welcome to jump on the live, ask any questions. We can bring up to like 11 people on here, so y'all can come on in on all platforms. We got a lot of good community leaders that's in my community, as far as people that I respect that can inspire you, because there's something that they may have went through that you may find yourself inspired by, and talk directly to them, or you may take action. So I'm going to share some things on my screen of some stories of people. Some of these are my clients. One person that I had the ability to work with on hand with giving them some sea moss. I'm gonna show you how this went, and just a quick short video. So hold on 1 second. Let me put this on the screen.
I just feel different. Yeah. I know that. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And we just took 2 shots of sea moss.
Since I've taken it, 20 minutes now, my nasal the passage has opened up, and I don't feel like I got the mucus trying to, block me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, the sea moss will do it.
Wow.
Yes.
Believable.
Yeah.
Where you been all my life? I'm telling you, right now, how I feel right now in just a short amount of time, it's like kind of blowing my mind. No, it is. I'm serious. Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling bad. Yeah. Oh, my eyes was feeling all red and hurt.
Ooh, 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 hey, there we go. Ooh, ooh, hey. Hey. So, as you can see, there's people in the community that's been using these products. We didn't come into this game trying to convince people to live the lifestyle we live, and we did it through transformations. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that if you're just not in the community, you just don't see. But we live and breathe this. We do this full time. So we eat and breathe this. So we're able to see people and how they're going through transformations with utilizing products in their lifestyle. It does, certain plant-based techniques. It's not, you may not go all the way into veganism to the extreme, but you start using certain techniques. Veganism is just the practice of removing animal products and not using animal products and things. Like we don't consume it, we don't use it. I'm not the extreme vegan yet to the part of consumption of like body. I'm way more conscious of like making sure that I don't buy a shoe. Like I'm doing my best to make sure I'm not consuming animal products elsewhere in my life. I've tried to find bags that's like made out of like other materials other than animal. Like I'm doing a good job at applying myself as I extend in this lifestyle, because when I got into this, I took food that consume. Like we are going through a global warming issue, right? And we don't even realize why we're going through these global warming issues. We are also not realizing that most of the water that we are getting from the earth, we're giving it to livestock, right? So that's a really big issue to why this lifestyle that you should choose to maybe help save the earth and help replant and things, because we have pretty much destroyed like the first earth layer of the earth through bad farming techniques and consuming too much earth's resources without really replanting it right and taking care of the earth. I kind of blame humans for that, because it's like we walk around kind of not really understanding our purpose here and how we really are really in charge of taking care of the earth. And some of y'all might say like, damn, what is Curb talking about? What does he mean we supposed to be putting time to taking care of the earth? I don't mean going out there picking up trash. I'm talking about starting right where we at with putting a more demand for these plant-based products so they can have a place to regrow in the land, because we are using so much of the land for livestock that we're taking so much resources from it. Like the world food, like over 60 to 70% of the world global food is being budgeted to give to livestock. So we got people starving in all parts of the world, not getting food because the herbs that we should be eating is going to the animals because they're plant-based, right? Most of the animals that we consume eats plants. So the livestock that we should be getting for ourselves is going to the food we're eating. So then we're going to eat the middleman. And now we got people more hungry because we're eating the middleman and not really going to the source. So being more health conscious of just eating more plants is not only going to give you increased mortality of a longer life, because you're giving your body more fiber, more natural antioxidant support. You're giving yourself a lot more natural sources of nutrients, but you're also helping save the goddamn world, because we're going through a very bad the way we're practicing modern medicine and modern diet has only been around for 6,000 years. In the last 6,000 years, we have destroyed the first part of, I think we only got like 3 parts of the earth plates. We've already damn near destroyed the first earth plate. So that's why we're seeing a lot more sandstorms. That's why we're seeing a lot more things happen, because we're not practicing safe farming techniques. We're trying to overpopulate and feed all of these sources. So we're doing whatever we can to speed up the process. That's why we're seeing food have so much more hormones in there. We're starting to see plants having way more fertilizers and preservatives. We are trying to speed a lot of things up, and we just need to slow back down as humans and understand that we have the capability of being that pollution to the land, so that way we can reestablish the ozone properly, because we're tearing down so much trees for livestock, so much cows and and things that we're destroying the earth because we're not having a balance in our diet. We're meat, keto, meat, and we're not trying to put a more demand for plants and things. All of our plants, all of our food is going to feeding these damn animals because they got stomachs that require such a high. You know how much these animals have to eat? So where do you think they're getting this food from? You see what I'm saying? Like they're pulling food from around the world to feed out our livestock demand. So we're just putting a more efforts into this livestock issue, and we're not realizing we are the ones that's actually causing a lot of this global pandemic issues with livestock and water, drought, sandstorms, ozone issues, because we don't understand as modern humans what has really been taking place from the Western diet versus what was here beforehand. So I believe that I'm no better than anybody that was on the other side of this screen, because once again, like I had to take the time to understand where do I want to go at with how do I want to give back service to where I can balance out my day for not feeling like I'm slaving for the world. Like doing this every day and waking up and educating people about how we can take more control as humans and have better humanity and stand up and can take control in each community. I'd rather educate y'all so you can go back into your community and pour this information out. But it's like I said, when I got into this journey, it's not peaches and cream, because you have to reflect on a lot of imperfection of yourself, but you also have to be humble enough to understand that this is a lifetime journey. So accept the change that like when I got into this journey, like the simple things of just knowing how to use sea moss, I've changed so many lives from meeting people right where they at, because anything is better than where a lot of us are currently at with where we at in the current way that we feel with the Western lifestyle. So it's like to see the change of people starting to have more energy from consuming certain products that I was able to inspire them to use allowed me to create more of a relationship to inspire them other ways in this plant-based lifestyle. And you can be the same accountability partner and support system and the person that's encouraging others right where they at by just adapting maybe one or two techniques to help us promote eating more plants. Because like I said, this is more about us now coming back down to humanity and honestly understanding us as herbivores. Like what is it that we need to kind of have to allow us to be advanced? Like I don't think we understand that our bodies is not designed to function the way it is that we're doing. Like we are designed to function at an optimal level until the day we stop taking our last breath. Before modern medicine and things, people was living to an average of 200 years. You know what I mean? So we kind of don't know it because we've only been around in the States for 400 years. So we're kind of born into like a lot of these things that we're witnessing, but we don't know what it was beforehand. So I just hope that we all can find some inspiration for, like someone like myself. I transitioned to eating more conscious, and I feel a lot better. You know what I'm saying? I help other people feel better and restore their energy because they're able to resource a more whole food or natural source of energy, because our body uses sugar as energy. So a lot of times we eating these sugars and fats for sugar. Our body uses the sugars and fats as for energy. So a lot of time we're eating these sugars and fats from high processed foods and empty carbs and stuff, and it's tricking our body thinking we're eating that stuff. So that's why we're getting these crashes and things like that. So like when you start resourcing to more of a whole food lifestyle, you're skipping past like the middleman. Like a lot of the things is that the Western lifestyle has made it so conveniently for us to not get whole food nutrition, because we live this busy ass lifestyle where it's so hard in a way that people think it is to really obtain this health. Well, yes, veganism can be expensive if you're basing it off of being a fast food, junk food eating, plant-based eater. Like, yes, it can be expensive. But if you're someone that takes the time to still have a little bit of balance, to me, buying the meat prices that I see, that I know I used to spend on meat, and the way that I spend on vegetables now, like I think I save a lot more money being plant-based, because I can eat my food interchangeably, cold or hot. I'm not spending a lot of money on other medicines to treat the headaches and things that I would normally have. So it's like overall I saved a lot of money. But like I said, you have to hit that with intentionality as well. Like for me, sea moss was one of the things that was a big crutch for early on into this transformation, because like when I got into this plant-based stuff, I started detoxing, I started fasting, I started doing a lot of different things just to find my way, because I was just blown away by the statistics of like what was probably already in my body. You feel me? So to me, it was like, okay, I need to be more health conscious with where I'm currently at. So sea moss was just a tool that was in my lifestyle, that was because I was using a lot of smoothies. So I kind of fell in love with sea moss through the lifestyle things, man. It wasn't really trying to push it on no one. It was just like I truly fell in love with using seaweed in my diet. And popularity, people call sea moss, but it's really seaweed. And it's the sea moss is a term that we've adapted to. But there's a lot of different other seaweeds that I use in my lifestyle that may can fall underneath how you may perceive sea moss. But I use a lot of different other things like nori dos, different types of spirulina. Like I use a combination of different raw seafood, like raw seaweed. So it's not just one way of sea moss that I use. This is a form of sea moss right here, or seaweed, which is grown. Comes from the seabed of the water. Certain waters have these type of edible algae. All water has a form of algae, and this is what this is. This is a seaweed, and this is an algae. So a lot of waters, there's over hundreds of species of different seaweeds in the water. You've seen different types of seaweeds that people may try to eat. That's throughout the water. Like some people eat like sea grapes. That's a form of a seaweed. But this right here is Garcilaria sea moss. But this is a form of raw seaweed, and it's been excellent tool that I've been able to use in my lifestyle, and that's been a growing thing for vegan. That's been a part of my journey in veganism, is using a lot of seaweed in my lifestyle. A lot of Japanese and Asians have adapted, and their ancient dynasty, like seaweed is like what they're known for using a lot in their lifestyle. So that's what we see when we go to a lot of sushi restaurants, and when you're wrapping your sushi rolls, nori, that's a seaweed. And then you get, like, let's say you get to a store, like if you ever went to like hibachi and you order like a seaweed salad, that's sea moss, that's a spirulina, or stuff like that, or some type of sea moss, green sea moss. So these are all forms that we've seen, but we just haven't really understood. So we're still falling behind on not understanding what people are still using around us. You know what I'm saying? So I hope some people may find inspiration to like my transparency and say, look, I want to start taking accountability and maybe start looking to how I can live more of a whole food, plant-based or vegan lifestyle, or more of a plant-based derived diet, or maybe start using sea moss. Like there's a couple of things that I'm touching on today that I'm just rambling on, that I'm just hoping that you can find some inspiration on. And if you find that inspiration, join me. We got a night. I'm gonna show y'all what's going on in my community. So I'm gonna just get off the subject of some of this. But if y'all finding this valuable so far, I don't know which platform y'all joining us on today. Once again, I'm Jamari Kirby. I'm the co-founder of Vegan Fiber. I'm the founder of the Vegan Currency app as well. I take pride in what I do as being your health accountability partner, your support system, your encouragement system, your goal setter, the person that's going to be there helping you transition to ascending to another level, to another height, because the only limitations is the one that you put on yourself. You heard? So that's who I am. Our company is comprised of a whole bunch of other health accountability partners and support systems where you can have different transitions, and they specialize in other parts. We got people that specialize in meditation, child nutrition. We got people that specialize in whole food, plant-based. So we comprise of a lot of different people that's masters at what they do. So if you don't know who we are, take the time out, search us, visit us on www.veganfiber.com. I love the support. Make sure you follow us, tell a friend to tell a friend, comment, share, send to somebody that may use this information. But we got a lot of good information that can take you to the next level and extend you to your transition. It's the do-it-yourself space, man. Like the world of veganism is the future. We are extending to a new, I believe the Western lifestyle is going to change in diet. I believe that the Western diet is the future. Nutrition is going into plant-based lifestyle, and the Western diet is going to adapt more of a plant-based lifestyle due to that. Because if you look at it, like veganism right now is already over a $15 billion industry and is growing. I'm gonna show you some stuff like that's growing. Like I said, like back in 2004, there was only 290 people that had identified as vegan. That same study showed that in 2019, over 10 million people identified as vegan just in America. These stats are just in America. You see what I'm saying? So we are headed towards a plant-based lifestyle, just like how we keep seeing all of these electric cars and all these more cleaner energy. Like we are literally we are evolving to a new lifestyle for the new generation coming, and they're getting rid of a lot of this livestock issue and emissions issue. So we are going to see more of the United States probably by 2050 be 50%. I would say even it's possibly by 2030 to 2040, more than 50% of America of the UK would be over plant-based, and probably more of America too. So these are things that you better be aware of, that plant-based is starting to take hold. And that's why you're starting to see a lot of marketing being put behind some of your favorite restaurants, behind the plant-based menu, because that's where we're headed at. All right. So I just want y'all to get prepared, because there's something that may be happening in this journey that you can learn from us, that you can put in your business, and you could probably become very wealthy in this industry by just learning something that we able to teach you all, because we got it at a place that you can get it conveniently and you can digest it. And then we invite you all to come be a part of our community. I'm going to share my screen. And if you haven't downloaded the Vegan Currency app, I am inviting you all to please join us there. It's a beautiful place. You can also now access the Vegan Currency app on Google. I mean, on your browser. So you don't necessarily even have to download the app, although I recommend downloading it because it's a lot more mobile friendly, and you'll see all of the benefits, just like how if you would on Facebook or any other platform on the browser versus having a mobile app. So I'm going to share my screen really quick to show you what's going on in the Vegan Currency, and so you can see what's going on. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna share this screen. Let's see. Try to get y'all in there. Bear with me. Let me see if I'm still logged in. I'm gonna share the screen to where you can see what's going on in the Vegan Currency, because I want everybody to be there. You know, I want everybody to join us in the Vegan Currency app, because that's what we control. Like we got a ton of information in the Vegan Currency app, to where you don't even have to deal with these social medias when trying to figure out how to live this lifestyle. So look, I need everybody to take their time to go ahead and put this as a bookmark to download the Vegan Currency app on their mobile phone. You can reach this app. Just go to your Play Store, and just type in Vegan Currency, and you'll see the sign that looks like a dollar sign, but it's actually like a plant sign. And we're gonna have our other co-founder later on. She's gonna come through and give y'all a better tutorial than I can. But like I said, I had no exact plans today other than just sharing the knowledge. So bear with me as I come back to the screen. Can everybody see my screen right now before I continue? Because I don't want to go through all this. Can everybody see the Vegan Currency app at www.vegancurrencyapp.com? Can everybody see everything going on right now? Can you see my background? Can y'all see the app? I mean can everybody see everything? Y'all with me? We good? Bet. All right. So look, this is what's going on in the Vegan Currency, y'all. You know what I mean? I know that being like, misery loves company. Let's understand that. So I'm not telling y'all that if you want to go out here to start being more conscious, I'm not going to lie to y'all and say, oh, that's easy. Ain't no, like people, it's as easy as you want to put your mind to, because not a lot of people people, like I said, a lot of time when people don't understand, they either hate it or fear it. So like you go to tell somebody, hey man, I'm about to give up meat for a week or meat for whatever duration, they're gonna say things that's gonna keep you away from maybe accomplishing it. So sometimes you just need to come to a place where you can enjoy plant-based. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't have to be inspired by hearing the negative, to where you can accept all of the positive. So here in the Vegan Currency app, we've allowed you, and like I said, this will look a lot different on your mobile. But this is just if you want to access it on the browser and you don't have it downloaded, you just want to access it on the browser. This is all the things. So I'm gonna show you to the back office real quick. So you have the ability to come here and select which food category do you want to eat today that's vegan food. And I want y'all to know we're going to grow a lot of these recipes as we grow our community. Like I said, we just launched this 4 months ago. So we're definitely going to always have new recipes coming. But long story short, for right now, we have some amazing breakfast recipes that you can get started on. All right, and we got books already in our store that you can buy if there's anything in this app that you don't see. All right, so check this out. Let's say, let's comment. I'll make y'all active. Which recipe y'all want me to click on? I'll make y'all comment so I can, I'll click on it after y'all commented. Comment which recipe. Do y'all want the cocoa oat bowl? Y'all want me to look at the caramelized banana? Because I'm going to give y'all some insights, and some of y'all ain't registered, so I'm going to make it to where I ain't going to give y'all everything. Y'all going to have to come see what's going on the other side. You heard? So look, if you ain't got the Vegan Currency app downloaded, make sure y'all go download it. Which recipe y'all want to look at? All right, we're gonna go back. Let's go back to here. Let's see. Let's go to lunch. So we go to lunch. Y'all want to see some lunch dinner? What's going on? Y'all want to see some vegan chicken fajitas, some falafels? What y'all want me to look at? We're gonna do this step by step real quick, man. Y'all can write these recipes down right now, screen record it, screenshot it, whatever. What y'all want, man? Which recipes y'all want? All right. So look, let's check this. I like this. Let's check this eggplant out. Let's check what this eggplant meal takes to cook, and let's take a look at how long that may take. So to eat a vegan eggplant meal, the level is easy. So in this app, you're gonna see how much level, which shows how hard it is to cook this meal. So this is a level easy meal. Cook time of active time is 45 minutes, which means this is about the active time of you kind of being on your feet or preparing. And then this is like cooking time of like the time everything's gonna be kind of cooking sort of. And then this is gonna tell you the cuisine where it's coming from, of like type of food that you're cooking. So this cuisine is Italian American because it's vegan eggplant meatballs. It's going to tell you here the type of food it is: vegetarian, vegan. All right, so vegan. And then down here, it'll tell you the ingredients that you're going to need to cook this meal. Okay, and this meal, if you're following it by what they're telling you, it's telling you that it's going to yield 4 serving sizes. So this is going to be able to feed 4 people, 4 plates. This has 253 calories if you're following the exact ingredients that we're recommending to you. All right. So then it's telling you from step 1 to done, you're going to be able to follow the recipes within our app. And you can always share to you can heart it to where it's now your bookmark. If you want to come back and cook it again, you want to share it to amongst friends where you're like, hey, follow my recipe. You can share it to your profile. So we always encourage you to share, and this is why it's important for y'all to be in the Vegan Currency app with us, because we're making it where you don't have to leave anywhere else to live this lifestyle and maximize it to where it's convenient for you. Any other recipes y'all want to see? If y'all with me, look. If y'all with me, I need y'all to comment right now. I'm taking a lot of intentional time to make sure y'all getting some really good information. So one of the agreements, I like to make sure y'all active. So if y'all with me and y'all enjoying this information, I need y'all to get active in this chat. Let me know y'all learning something. Let me know that it's exciting or whatever. But yo, if y'all with me, holler at me, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that we all getting the same information and finding it valuable. And if I'm not touching on something, comment in the chat. Let me know what y'all want me to touch on or got questions to, and I'll be sure to address it properly. Okay. So something else in the app. This is all the recipes. We got vegan chicken fajitas. So if you want to imitate the chicken fajita, and you want to have that whole food feel, you can come over here. You can have a cooking time of 25 minutes. It's easy. The cuisine is Mexican, 401 calories. Tight. There you go. All right. There's the recipes right there, all in one place. Right. All in one place. You can enjoy this simple dish in 25 minutes. Lime juice, soy sauce, paprika, red onion, flour tortilla, chili powder, green bell pepper, garlic, ground cumin, chili powder, butter, soy curls, and red bell pepper. Voila. And now you got a vegan fajita chicken dish. You see what I'm saying? How nice is that? And you don't have to leave and go figure out where to go to. It's all in one app. So another thing I want to show you that's in the app, outside of the recipes, we got a lot of other things that you can see here. All right. So look, we got a social feed that you can join us in, where you can grow your community at. You can see what's going on in the community, talk to other people, enjoy the conversation. It's a nice place to be. I enjoy it. It's just a feed, so you might see different things popping up. It's just another feed, but we encourage people to come join us in the feed, and edit your profile. You can come here. You got your own profile. You see, you got your followers. It's really dope, man. Come check us out in the vegan currency, man. It's a lot. So right now I got 4 followers. Shout out to the 4 followers. I'm following 9 of y'all. I made 29 posts so far. This is my photos. This is my about me as of right now. But yeah, so come join me in the vegan currency app. Make your profile. Let's see that. Let's go. I need some new friends on there. I'm looking to join you if you want to join me. But let's go look at what else is going on in the vegan currency. So you can go to vegan near you, and it'll show you all the vegan food that's near you and your location. Whatever that location is, you can go there and find vegan near you. You got vegan news if you want to go see what's going on in the news, in the world of veganism. You can come see what's going on. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that you wouldn't be aware of until you go actually put yourself around it. So all of this is going on in the vegan currency app. Believe it or not, so now you see why I'm just enthusiastic about living this lifestyle. I can literally keep my mind in a thriving place and not have to keep myself focused on places where it's draining my energy. So I use the vegan currency app to refuel my energy, to be more motivated through other people transitions. I use this as a place to educate myself. Let's see what is going on. This just says chlorella is put to test for liver disease. So let's see what's going on in the vegan currency app. So this is what's going on. You can find news. You can find what's going on. Look how dope this is, man. You don't have to go nowhere. I need everybody to take their phones out, take a mental note, and download the vegan currency app. That's what's going on. It's a very nice place to be, as you can see. You see what I'm saying? It's a nice place to be, as you can see. All right. So look, let's go to the forum. Let's say you want to have conversation to figure out. You want to take yourself to the next level. And you want to be held accountable. Let's see what's going on in the community. People got plant-based eating. They're talking about food. You can create your own form of questions. This is a nice place to communicate with other people that are in our forum. And then if you want to come check us out in another place, let's say you want to join us and see what's going on in ebooks. Let's see what's going on in ebooks. So we got any ebooks right now? No. Okay, I know we should have some, but maybe we don't right now. All right, so let's go to the store. Maybe it's in the store. Let's see. Let's go check out the store. Wow, boom, right there in the app. We right there, right? We right there, all conveniently. And guys, this is the new. If you're looking to drink your way into a more slim, energetic lifestyle, this is the challenge I want everybody to focus on joining us. It's valued at $297, but we're going to give it to you all for $47. We want to encourage your journey. This is a video course. You're going to get a lot of information on how you can detox using green smoothies, a lot of free recipes, some really good information on videos. This is a really, really nice product that I'm super excited to have just recently added. This is one of our newest products. So I'm super excited to have completed one of these mini courses that's going to allow you to be self-paced. You'll get lifetime access to this. You can buy it today, just as low. I got to make it higher for y'all to get a firm. But like I said, this is a sale for right now. So you never know. If you don't catch it today, it might go up for real. But you can get it today for $47. I told you I wanted to encourage you all's journey on that. It's a really nice detox course, man. Like if you really want to just take control of your health and start right where you at, you can get the course. It comes with videos. If you really want to add some spice to it, you can add this green smoothie lifestyle collection that comes with an audio book and ebook, which is going to really turn you to a different level of success as well. So this is really nice that if you get involved. But I really like this smoothie. This right here. I'm most inspired by. Oh, you know what? I'm on the wrong screen. Okay, my bad, y'all. Hold on. I see everybody saying, hold on. All right, hold on. See, that's why I need somebody live in here with me, so that way y'all can be like, "Hey, Curb, we don't see that screen." I just saw the chat. That's funny. I was going hard. I missed it. All right, hold on. Let me go back and open that tab. I don't know why. Oh, okay. So it was. Hold on. I don't know why they didn't show you that other screen. Okay, so this is what I do. Let me open a different tab and I'll show you my website instead of the app. So hold on. Holla if you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you see me now? Man, I'm wilding with y'all, man. I love it, man. Look, if y'all can see my screen, give me thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up in the chat if you can see my screen right now. Can y'all see the green smoothie cleanse? Thumbs up, smiley faces, comments, shares, likes. Y'all see my screen? Can you see me now? All right, I'm assuming y'all can see me. I ain't see no complaints. All right, bet. All right, bet. Hey, y'all better come live with me. Anybody want to come live? Let me know. I'll send you a link. You got to get a custom link to come live with me, and then I can answer any live questions you may have. So check me out. All right, so look, this is the new 10-day green smoothie cleanse that's on the website. It is super dope. It's going to give you pretty much 10 days of how you can maximize a smoothie cleanse, but it's a master course. So you're going to get a lot of, this is a true master course, guys. You're going to get a lot of good information and gems in here, things that you would have never thought about when considering if how to properly use green smoothies as an overall way to reduce medications in your lifestyle, because you can literally eat to live through just having 1 cup of smoothie a day if you build it properly through learning how to use green vegetables. It's a really good way to get your phytonutrients in a really, really good, convenient way where you don't have to eat so much of it throughout the day. You can just get it in smoothie cup. So I highly recommend you all take the time out to go buy this today. For $47, it's valued at $297, but it's a lifetime access. You can do this at your own pace at home. Like I said, it's on sale right now. I encourage you all to start with right where you at and get this green smoothie cleanse. I mean, since I've obtained this information, I've been because like I said, I incorporate so much of my herbs that I study and use in my smoothie. So you'll see me some days incorporating a lot of the recommended stuff that we put in this course. You will see us use that in our smoothies, such as the seaweeds and other herbs that we use on the norm. You will see it in this course. So I highly, highly, highly recommend you get that. Let's go view some of the products. Let's go see what's going on in the store since we're here. Let's go see what's new. And this is all in our vegan fiber store. So this is our new 10-day course. Join us on Facebook at the Vegan Fiber 10-day Green Smoothie Detox Course Challenge. If you don't want to start there with the master course, you can start here for $9.99 and get the Green Smoothie Lifestyle Collection ebook and audio, which is really, really good. It's about 11 weeks, about 11 chapters of stuff in there as well. This is really, 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 really good. Green Smoothie Lifestyle Collection as well. We got vegan meal plans. That's that book right there. You can get this in paperback, ebook. You can get this in audiobook. You can get this in paperback, ebook, and audiobook for just $29.99. Sea moss, as you see here, you can get your sea moss on the website. Right now, we're only selling green sea moss for a season right now. So if you want some green sea moss, contact us. You see the prices right there. You can get you some. Our shipping takes 2 to 3 days. If there's on a weekend, you can expect it to have an extra shipping day. So yeah, that's nice. That's nice right there. You can see all the different flavors of sea moss there. This is one of our newest things that's on the website, which is these energy supplements. And I thought I had one of them around, but I guess I don't. But these energy supplements is the newest thing on the website, man. If you want to get some energy and focus with some of the ashwagandha and rhodiola, be sure to come check us out. Go look at our social media page. Go follow us at Vegan Fiber if you want to go save 40% on this item. So if you want to save 40%, go get you one of these. But you gotta go check us out on the Vegan Fiber page. If you want to save some money, you can go check us out there. So these are just some of the things that we got in store when people are saying like, what is it that we may have? So that's what it looks like for there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I hope that inspires you all to understand how this lifestyle has evolved overall for me as well, and the products that we have been able to use and serve you all. I'm chilling. I'm in the office. You can almost consider this shopping live with me with y'all or chilling with me live. I really want to invite some of y'all to come kick it with me on here. Because I love to have to answer any questions and kick it. So look, if anybody's still in here that don't have scared feet, come on and join me. I'll invite you to the live and we can chat. You can ask any questions you want in relationship to this veganism lifestyle or products we may have or just answer some questions live. If you want to be invited, let me know. I'll send you the invite link. You have to paste it in your browser as it is, and then you can jump on live. I'm inviting anybody that want to come ask any questions, if they got any concerns or even want to give testimony. Sometimes it's even better to have testimony for what you have been able to have a part of your gospel, because you may went through something that can inspire somebody else to take action. So if you have a testimony, I'm also going to inspire and encourage you to share your testimony. I'm going to share my screen real quick with Left Eye because she had a testimony for what CMOS had done in her life, just off of CMOS. So, like I said, I encourage everyone to start utilizing seaweeds and things in their lifestyle as a good option for a plant-based, high fiber rich supplement. So I'm gonna let y'all see this video really quick. One moment. And then let me know if I show it and if there's any like echoing or anything, because I'm not sure if it's gonna do that.
You want to fast right now? Somebody said you're
Yes,
fasting.
I am.
How long is the fast going to last?
40 days.
And where are you now?
11.
And how does it feel?
It feels wonderful.
Do you have any food at all? Any substance?
Yeah, well, no, I drink juice, water, drink sea moss.
Sea moss.
Sea moss.
And what does that do for you?
Sea moss, well, see, the body is comprised of 102 minerals, and sea moss has 99 of them.
No kidding.
So it's
So you're feeling good?
yeah.
Would you recommend this to a guy like Tyrese?
I would recommend it for everyone.
I need it.
With all the pollution in the world.
Tyrese is still
fast.
upset that he didn't get beyond 32,000, but that's good money, Tyrese.
That's cool. Just give me a little sea moss backstage.
I got some.
All right, so I reason I asked y'all if it's echoing because sometimes I have to hit a double mute on one side of this. So if it sounds like it was echoing, please let me know. So Imani said, she said, how has your lifestyle changed, improve your professional life, and do you have more energy, better ideas? Do you have more energy and better ideas? Yeah, so I'm gonna try to answer that to you need to come on live, man, because you got some stuff that you can shout out what you doing over there to help somebody lifestyle too. So this holistic lifestyle is more than just eating. You got wealth building techniques over there, Monty. So you need to come on live and tell these folks something about some of the things you gonna help them with. But so I'm gonna answer your question. So I would say let me show this real quick. So this is the question I got. So okay, cool. And then so this is the link I'm gonna paste. The link that I'm gonna paste in the chat, you need to copy it and then just paste it in your browser, and then it's gonna let you join in, okay? So there it is. So question from Imani is, how has your lifestyle changed, improved your professional life, and do you have more energy, better ideas? So yes, my lifestyle, I would say, had changed in a lot of different ways, because it's like when you in this constant survival mode, right? Like when you essentially the Western diet, in my opinion, my personal opinion, I'm not saying that this is facts. This is my personal opinion, is built off a survival diet. You know what I mean? It's like you're in a survival mode. You know, you're not really eating to live. You're just eating to survive. It's a lot of things that's not really made for us to strive and thrive in. So I feel like when I got into plant-based, it was like I told you all earlier, it was a sense of liberation to where I was able to take control of my controllables, and results are fuel, right? So a lot of the results that I was getting was fueling me. You know what I mean? Like I was being fueled by my results. So early on, my main goal was to increase my digestion health. Early on. Okay, I'm gonna keep that up there. Okay, cool. All right. So early on, my main goal was to increase my digestion health. And when I got into this lifestyle, that was one of the first things I started to see was less acid reflux, less chronic headaches. I started to early on see no heartburn, because like a lot of time I was eating foods that was giving me a whole bunch of heartburn, whole bunch of acid reflux. I go to lay down and I'm like, damn, like I'm still like burping up or feeling this food from earlier. And I don't think that it was always like that. Like honestly, a lot of food had changed over time as we started to grow up. You know, a lot of foods wasn't as organic or first generation or second generation of it. So when I got into this lifestyle, I started to be able to see things that improved on my level of sharpness, the amount of time I was spending on not having to try to get energy to keep up with a high-paced level of life. But like me personally, I lived a life you know, I'm a father. You know, I'm a business owner. I got responsibilities as a family member. You know, significant other. I got a lot of things that I still have to accommodate throughout my life, or things that's stress, employment, whatever at the time, through whatever, you know, whatever that transition is, just like many of us, you know. So it's like, to have to every day focus on how am I going to give myself energy, that could be overwhelming, you know, spending that long line waiting for these places, or not even, like, a lot of the time, like, your energy reflects, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm a natural energetic person, I'm a natural positive person, I'm a natural whatever. But it's like, at the same time, like, I still wanted more from my life of professionalism. Like, I think that sometimes we do it backwards, right? And I was in the same boat. I was overworking myself to try to come back to health. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my mind, it was always like, well, I need to go grind harder. And let me know, Monty, because I really want to. I'm gonna let you wait. I'm gonna wait to answer some of this other stuff when you come in. Let me know if you're able to come in, with that browser. Let me know what's going on right now, so I can make sure that you are good to come in. So make sure, I'm gonna show this. Make sure you copy that link right there that I put in the comments for you. Okay, wait. No, it came in. It's in the comments. It didn't. You didn't see it. You didn't see the link in the comments just now that I posted. Here, let me. It's in the comments. Like, just copy. You gotta copy it out of the comments, and you gotta copy it out of the comments, and paste that into your. Let me see. I'll send it to you directly. Okay. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna text it to you right now. All right, I'm about to text it to you right now. And anybody else that need to join, if you having any technical difficulties, let us know in the comments, and I'll try to have someone send it to your inbox. But it should be to where you're getting it in the comments. You should be seeing the link pasted. So it pops up on your screen, but it doesn't give it in the comments. Okay. I got you. All right. So yeah. I got you. So yeah, if you need any assistance on getting in here, just let me know. I'll do my best to send it to you, or whatever platform you're messaging me from that you're wanting to join, I'll send it to you directly to your inbox. Anybody that want to join in today, I'll send this directly to your inbox, so that way you can join me in. Okay. So and just comment which platform you're joining in from, because we're like on like 10 different channels. All right. So all right, we're gonna give you the floor. What's going on?
Hey, can you hear my mic is on? Because I muted myself, so I don't want to have a background noise. Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, I think we can hear you. Can you let me make sure everybody that's out here, give us a thumbs up if you can hear Miss Amani.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Thumbs up. All right, they're coming in. I think they can hear you. All right. Yeah, I got a couple people on other platforms saying. So look, give yourself an introduction. Tell us where you coming from, who you are, what you do, who you be.
Oh my God, that's a lot. My name is Imani. I'm in South Carolina, and Kirby's hometown from there. And I am an accountant and financial advisor. So my personal buy-in, I guess you will, go with possibly converting to this. I am like so lacking energy. I am just the person that I was probably 5 years ago as far as energy is concerned. I just have these as any woman does. And, you know, as I get older, those responses, they seem to compound, you know, more money, You need more things for your kids. Those things kind of just become added stress, but it's kind of natural stress. If other people are working through it every day, why can't I? So I couldn't be a healthy person. I eat moderately. I try to exercise, but I do other lifestyle changes that I need to make so that some of that energy can come from not, robbing Peter to pay Paul, if you will, to try to accommodate for the hour. People listening can attest to the fact that we all could use more hours in a day. Is just to get enough rest and take care of everything you need to take care of. So I have to find a way to out of me. But I was just curious with my question, just kind of how like hustle and bustle was causing you to have other issues with your health, which obviously down your business, it slows down your drive, it slows down your creativity. So I kind of feel like the juices just aren't flowing the way they used to. So I was just kind of curious now, are a veteran, how your lifestyle has really, really changed. Like, do you morning? Do you have more energy to work later at night? Like, I just really want to know its benefits. Like, what is it doing for your brain power?
That is such a good question, and I want to give you a round of applause for having such a good, complete thought, because you really came in on the spot. You completed the thought and expressed it in such a nice way to where I was captivated. I thought you was telling the story. I'm like, man, you done told the story so well. So thank you for coming on and taking the time out and being here. So the when I got into this lifestyle, my main focus was improving my digestion, but also I was like, I went from where I was at in business a lot of years ago before I got in here, and I was in that same place. Like, man, I need to find that same spark. Like, I guess as you get older or certain things change, it wasn't that same spark that I used to be able to get up with. And then the food was changing. So when I first got in this lifestyle, I really started to see my overall health start to ascend to where I was starting to get more night sleep. So it was like holistic life is like everything you kind of ingest from your mind, your body, your vision, like everything. So it was like my body started to absorb more nutrients from the food I was eating, because now I'm adding more fiber, which is going to add my stool to be more able to absorb the minerals that is, because our food stays in our body for a long time, for 12 hours or so before it really digests. So certain meals we think coming out is really just backed up from different days. Like, our stomach is about 20 feet long of intestines, right? So we have a large portion of when foods, like, so some women, some men, some people have these areas and where they're like, I got these love handles that's just not kind of moving, but that's down in our colon areas where it's just kind of hanging around. And these are these areas where in the process digestion is just hanging there. So when you have a fiber rich diet, you are now taking that food that's hanging around and allowing it to excrete out of your body faster, because the fiber is like the undigested part of the plant or the food that allows it to absorb more mineral, but it allows you to remove toxins out of your blood. So when your body is able to process the nutrients faster through that 20-foot long intestines and it's absorbing the proper minerals, you're going to start seeing things take place in your body that's going to align with your digestion. Like, your stomach is your second brain. You have something in your stomach that processes 95% of your emotions, and your hormones is made in your stomach. It's called serotonin. So serotonin is what regulates your body to say, are you happy? Are you sad? Do you have energy? Are you emotional? Like, these are the things that's signaling your emotions throughout the day. 95% of serotonin is made in your stomach first. So when you're eating things that's signaling empty carbs or these synthetic sugars and nutrients, it's tricking your body at the beginning of digestion to say, oh, we're getting this carb, we're getting this fulfillment. But in the long run, when your body goes down to break down that fiber, that amino acid, that protein, whatever that is, it's being strained by two different parts. So now it's putting strain on a synthetic version to process it. And then for strictly animal food, our bodies, we're herbivores. We're not omnivores. We're not carnivores. We're herbivores. So when we eat animal protein, it strains our kidney to over have more free radicals. Like it put a lot of strain on our body to digest the proteins and things that we should be getting from other foods. So what happens is over what we see 40 to 30 years of people eating this diet, what happens is we're constantly getting parts of things just clogging our system up because we're not living a balanced life with certain plant-derived meals. So what happens is when I got into this lifestyle, I started being able to incorporate more food that was allowing my body to process the energy it needed. So I was starting to be able to put more energy into areas of my life that I was no longer having to I was just able to be more on the game. Like I just had a different get up. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have to wake up with my stomach rumbling or my mind cloggy. It was like I didn't have to warm the car up for hours and hours before I really got that day started. Like I was able to crank right up. I didn't have to spend a lot of time on meals and really trying to source energy like from start to finish. Like I'm able to wake up in the rising. I wake up every day about 6 o'clock, and I'm able to go to bed every day about 2 a.m. with no problem. Not even 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning, and get back up in 3-4 hours and be right back at it because my body is using the food as fuel now. It's not. The food is serving me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not living by the food. Like so now when I'm able to put more time into that part, my brain is starting to like, you will be surprised that just by having mineral deficiencies over time, how much detrimental it does. Like our brain needs a certain amount of phytonutrients and things throughout our diet because we have a brain that's like no other mammal. You know what I mean? And we need certain things to operate at optimal health. So when we have a diet that's lacking iron or certain complete vitamins and minerals, we're going to start seeing more irritability. We're going to start seeing insomnia. We're going to start seeing people develop early brain issues because they're not getting the proper oxygen that's communicating these signals over time. So we are made from minerals, like we are made from different folates and things. Like we are made from all of these different stuff. You know what I mean? So we have to still get this magnesiums and things out of our lifestyle and our diet. We in the Western medicine practice one thing. So it's like when you get into plant-based, you starting to eat to live. So it like for me, it took me out of being in survival mode each day because a lot of time before I got into plant-based, I was eating based on being in survival mode, like the oodles and noodles, what was convenient. I was always living what my budget was and didn't really know how to eat else. I still came from, down in the Southern where we from, we was blessed to learn a balanced lifestyle, but we just kind of had stuff that happened during, past colonization and things and blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, we've seen these ancient people that we come from have the collard greens, go out there and pick the okras. We've seen them have fresh food. We seen it, but there was still a part that now the food industry has changed. Like, a lot of old people back then didn't have all these different meats on their plate. Like you didn't see them have chicken and beef. You didn't see so many different meats on one plate, right? You didn't see cow, beef, pork, fish. Nowadays, when you come to a family reunion for us, we got to have all these different meats. My granny used to always tell me, son, we used to live off of rice, beans, and legumes, right? She always tell me, son, get your beans. Make sure you got your beans. Well, there's a study that showed that people that eat more beans and legumes, that the average study showed that the common study showed that the people that lived to 100, the thing they had common in their lifestyle was the beans and legumes. Mm-hmm. So these are things that we kind of got away from, like especially the low country. Like that was our crop, was like the beans and legumes and the rice and stuff. But we eat white rice, which is bleached. We need to be eating more brown foods and things that's color. because anything white ain't right when it comes down to diet style. Like if it's white, bleach, stay away from it. So now we're kind of like consuming a lot of things throughout the day that's causing radical stress on our body. So now we're dealing with pollution, lack of sunlight, because we don't even realize that vitamin D is a hormone. It's not a vitamin. It's a hormone that produced by the sun. So this melanin that we got on our body and stuff, like all this stuff is to absorb that vitamin D3, that hormone. So we got to still be melanated and go out there and get that sun because we can obtain that. So these are small things in our diet that we run from because we've been influenced by, well, don't go in the sun, go in shade. Don't do this, don't do that. Oh, I don't want my stomach to run, so I ain't going to eat that food. We done got conditioned to thinking that food is supposed to stay in our stomach so long to where we be scared to use the bathroom every 3 hours if we had to. So we're wondering why we dying, but we not supposed to be like some people don't even shit for 4 days, and we thinking that's normal. You know what I mean? I'm just being real. So when we're looking at these food groups, and I had to really sit down and look at my life. So when I started to really being able to have more energy, when I started to ascend in areas where it's like, okay, I'm applying myself in areas, I started to develop hope. Like all I needed was hope to see that I was having results with, like my main focus was the digestion of the uncomfortable feeling that I had in my stomach. You know, like, and I was going to a lot of doctors when they had me saying, oh, you got to go to this specialist, that GI specialist, this specialist, then you got to take this out. So I got to that point. So to answer your question, immediately, just to rephrase what your question was, it improved my professional life because now I feel like when I started to be in a professional world, my conversation that was mutual in my lifestyle started to attract different results from people that could see wealth. Some people, there's some, like, I was hustling backwards, right? So I was trying to grind hard so I can spend more time back to put into my health, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you want to grind hard so you don't have to work so hard every day, so you can, go exercise the way you want to, so you can afford the food you want to. Man, I got to go so hard. And it's like, that's backwards. Your health is the main thing that's going to allow you to outperform each day the next person who may be skilled a little better than you. You might be skilled longer than you might be a little better than me in skill. But if I'm up longer a day applying myself to something that you're not doing, then I am going to outwork you now. So when you're asleep because you're tired or you can't concentrate because you got to spend that time to go get coffee and all that shit, I'm here working every day now because I have a thriving lifestyle. Like I'm not eating based on things that's triggering my body throughout the day for radical stress or things that's serotonin, because your body attaches itself to certain stress factors in food. So now, and then even God forbid the woman, man, they bleed every month. They go through a days where they're craving these foods. So now you're going through a part where your body's already going through a wacky hormone imbalance where you're now piling up even more stuff every month that's going to keep you out of whack for the rest of the month. So these are things that way, if you can control it, you won't have a longer lasting menstrual. You won't have such a low feeling iron, like, because you can really get a lot of these phytonutrients through incorporating the proper balance. So that's how I ended up getting more energy. And then like certain things that I used in my lifestyle that was a crutch was like the sea moss and the seaweed. Like I used it as a strategy, as a tool in my lifestyle. It wasn't the only thing, but it was a main tool. Like right now, I haven't eaten nothing today. I'm just sipping on a green smoothie. I put some kale. I put some berries in here. I got some coconut oil in here. I got some dates. I got some sea moss. I got some kale. I got some spring water. I put a little bit of burdock root in here, a little bit of ginger root. I blended it up. If I make this 3 days to where I got this made for 3 days, I can wake up every day, start my day with all of my phytonutrients, and then I don't have to eat it till I feel like it. You see what I'm saying? And I can do this twice a day if I want to. So these are the things that allows me to perform a little better now than I used to, because I'm in control of the things that I want to take control of. So I hope I answered that first question to the best that I could. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Yeah, you definitely answered it. I don't know. Can you still hear?
We can hear you. Yep, we can hear you.
Oh, perfect. It's just, it sounds weird on my end. Anyways, a couple of points just for your listeners. So, especially where we come from, sometimes is reflective of your wealth, but intuitively. So, a lot of people will buy things, eat things, and this and that because it looks like it makes it kind of gives the same thing as or fancy clothes. Like you're eating these things, but you know that they're not necessarily good for you to eat every day this week. But you really just want to post this picture of like this huge plate of has nothing to do with fulfilling your body, or even a lot of times what you want, you probably don't even. So I know for some people, it's a mindset thing, and I talk about that as a concern. But I tell a lot of my people when I'm looking at their budgets, look at what you're spending, because a lot of times either you're wasting it or you're eating it and it's killing you anyway. So, and you're losing the lifestyle that you're portraying, honestly, because you're kind of working against your, isn't just necessary to, our generation or a younger generation that goes back. Like they grew up eating a lot of the same things all the time. So a lot of them in their older adulthood, they're like, well, I'm not eating that because I ate that when I was a kid. Even though it was better for you, and that's when you were a kid, it's just the mindset that I'm not going to eat that because I ate that before, so I don't have to eat that anymore. So just kind of to those points, to anybody that's out there, have a parent or older person in your life, like I do, like Kirby does, like those are the type of things against. It's not really the health part that's the concern. It's a lot of times it's that I have to buy this or I have to eat this to keep up this lifestyle, and it's really not true in your own head. So you're kind of working against yourself a lot of times. And the same thing with the doctor, specialist to specialist, blah blah blah. That's how they get paid. That's how they make money. They're not going to tell you to go home and eat properly, and these are the things you can eat to not come making money if you stop coming to see them and stop referring them to the specialist and stop medications that they make commissions off of. So they're going to keep prescribing you. They have inhibitors, if you've never heard of that. They're actually pills that trigger those serotonins in your brain. Drug or the alcohol or whatever stops working. It's like a real thing. It's a pill. Make your brain think that you feel the same happiness or whatever you were getting from that food. It's just a never-ending cycle of money. So if you get out of the money into the health cycle, it seems very easily. So Kirby, you can correct me if I'm from a lot of what you just shared.
Nah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You absolutely right. And the third leading cause of death in the world is medical malpractice. You know what I mean? Here in the States, the third leading death here in America is medical malpractice. We forget that when we go to these doctors, it still says in practice. You know what I mean? We forget that part. And we lost a lot of touch of that part. Like I know a lot of my elders, they don't trust the doctors. They don't even go to a lot of doctors. But here's the part: you still have to. You still have to have that alternative option. Like you just can't not be aware of what you're doing. Some people back in the day, they had that. It's a way different ancient way that we used to care for ourselves for where we was before then. I'm talking about year to date for where we are in modern world. Like if you're saying, okay, I'm not going to go to a doctor, I'm not going to go do this and that, then you should have a plan for how are you going to be sustaining and holding yourself accountable. And let's just take a look at this. Like when you go to a neighborhood that's lower price, like that's a more in poverty or a lower end neighborhood, you can see a lot of these kidney dialysis places on every corner. You can see all these medical places on every corner in a lot of these lower end places in the world where we're not in lower class. You can see all of these places on every corner, but you do not see.
I didn't even know you mentioned something, the meat, like breaking down your kidney function. I didn't even know. I would have never even really think about, well, if you drink more water, you have healthy kidneys. no one ever thinks about the food part, but that makes many of our people die from kidney failure.
Yep.
That's
Yep. Yep. And that's to the point, you know, and they know it. They see these areas where they know based on, because, you know, a lot of we don't realize is what we have in demand, like the food, the Walmarts, the Publix, any place that we shop at, they fulfill their food based on the demand. So we go to some of these other neighborhoods and we're like, oh, well, why did they got that? Well, why they got this over here? Well, why they got that? Well, we don't know that that's the healthy option. So they're just flooding us with a high sodium and foods that's high processed and all of this stuff, because that's the soul food diet in a lot of these areas that you will find more so of these indigenous people at. You know what I mean? You'll see that we're still adapting to that lifestyle, so they're going to keep putting it in these specific places, right? But it's up to us to start learning more conscious things to where we can get a better version of that. Not to say we don't want white rice. Maybe we want quinoa. Maybe we want brown rice. Maybe we want wild rice. Maybe we want more avocados. Maybe we want more types of berries. Maybe we want more hemp seeds over here. Like, take the time out and start showing them that we know how to cook with this stuff, and going online and requesting it. Now we can start eating better in our communities where we're spending our money at. Or just go to the farmer's market. You know what I mean? Like, go support your local farm. Plant your own little stuff. Like, these are ways that you can start right where you at. Take the time to have a meatless Monday. You know, take the time to just, you know, be more conscious of where you're not eating so different meal meat groups on your plate today. You know what I mean? Like, stick to, like, okay, if I'm doing meat today, I need to make sure that 20% of my meal today, 80% of it's plant derived and colors and fruits and legumes, and then maybe 20 of it is meat. Like, that's the little things that we can start right where we at, and then taking a smoothie in the morning, in the rising, and then now you got you're drinking your phytonutrients in the rising, and then throughout the day, all you got to do is kind of snack on your nuts, your seeds, or if you want to make a protein bowl of different grains and legumes. Like, I don't think people understand that just being vegan is just taking the animal product out. Like, you can still make macaroni and just use different types of plant milk. You can still make your collard greens, just don't put the damn neck bones in there. You can still make the pot. You know, these, like, we got so meat brainwashed to where when we hear vegan, we get scared. But if you want to be honest, we can still be plant derived if we just learn how to take the animal byproducts out, the things we're substituting. You see what I'm saying? So it's just learning how to unlearn and relearn, and then instead of, like, just, you know, it's a lot quicker when you basing your own meals and stuff. So that's the little stuff that you can start where you at when you're looking for energy. It's just like, okay, you know, I would start with a green smoothie. Like, that, we just added a green smoothie thing that I was showing you earlier. That's a really good course, because green smoothies is different than any types of smoothies, because if you go on a smoothie cleanse or you use smoothies, if you start using smoothies that's too much, because see, fruits have natural sugars, right? So say you're really trying to get rid of diabetes, or you don't want to have a high sugar spike, you're not going to want to do too much fruit smoothies based. Like, you're going to want, green foods are really good for phytonutrients. So it's important, if you can get a green smoothie based a day in your system, you can really implement a healthier day where you don't have to take pills. You can drink your nutrients. You see what I'm saying?
I love it. I saw the smoothies. I think I made a comment about them because they look delicious.
Yep. So, but I'm glad you dipped in with it. Tell us a little bit about where they can find you at, and then how important, you know, getting some of this literacy on what you can teach and help them master and what's going on, because it's about each one teach one, and having health and wealth goes hand in hand. So explain to us a little bit about what you do, and maybe bring some awareness to it.
Actually in government contracting, so that's mainly what I've done.
Start over. Your phone had went out at the beginning.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's probably, I'm outside because I didn't want any background noise. Background noise outside.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So my professional background thing, but after and during COVID, I started my own and consulting business. So it's something I had kind of as a side business for it's kind of my main hustle right now. So ideally, I deal with taxes and savings. I help people start their own businesses. I help people legitimize their business. Started like their Shopify's or some of their other gig working started that during COVID. So a lot of what I'm doing right now is helping people kind of with their federal government, with their state, making sure that they're paying their taxes properly, those kinds of things. So I have individualized coaching for those who need that, tax returns. I have somebody on the team to do pretty much anything related to. The whole goal is to get people out of the finance cycle, like I was talking about with the doctors. Every cycle, every single industry. The idea for the industry is to keep you in the cycle. The world is to, hey, if you want to stay in the cycle, you can, but just to give you your option. Who don't stay in the cycle, or what we like to call the top 1%, the top 10% figured it out and got out of the cycle.
2% actually. The 2%.
Whatever the percent, I can tell you that. But those are the people that got out of the cycle, and it's really not a hard thing to do. Tons and tons of education. A lot of them are not people with tons and tons of experience, but and culturized, and we spend most of our lives spinning our wheels trying to do it, knowing what the right way is. So my ultimate goal with my company Growing Tree is to pretty much go into actual trees where your roots are strong and your limbs are strong. That means your kids have wealth, your friends have wealth, your co-workers, your businesses are thriving, everything is growing. My main goal for my business is to reach everybody that I possibly can. A little bit of advice or a whole lot of advice on how to get into a real good financial, not that's industry controlled. So today is actual National Save. So I'm probably going to do a live 5 or 6 o'clock this evening, depending on what time zone you're Eastern. So you can follow me at GTC Solutions CO Instagram to catch that live. And I'll just be talking about some different ways in a non-traditional sense, because a savings account is not going to cut it. It does 1,000 years. It still was never, ever going to be enough. So I'm just going to talk about some different ways, money away, save yourself some money on taxes, especially if you're self-employed or 1099, to help you get out of the cycle and create one that you can control yourself. So that's why I'm here with Kirby, so I can keep learning and keep doing, so I can keep putting more good energy out into the world.
Hey, it's all about the currency. We developing our own currency, man. So that's why we enjoying this thing. Y'all can stay in contact. Shout out where they can follow you at one more time.
I'm at GTC Solutions CO. That's him. My website is growingtreellc.com.
All right. Well, look, Imani, I am probably going to try to make sure I try to drop in. If I don't have anything on the calendar later on, I'm going to make sure I drop in and out that live, because I know that's going to be some really good nuggets with creating generational wealth and understanding that we are the way we need to invest into assets is not what we previously been invested in, and especially in our culture, we are investing to a lot of liabilities and things that don't grow and make money for us. And we are still stuck on economic oppression that's based off of our elders and how they made it. And we don't realize that the American system that we're witnessing now was built in their time. So yeah, they had a lot different incentives when they was on that 40-40 plan. Work 40 years for 40 hours just to retire on 20% of the pension. So that's that plan. But we are seeing a lot of different things change in the 401k. Savings is not even the same. You're actually losing money now in savings compared to how before, it was a little different percentage when our elders and grandmas and them was coming. It was a different plan with savings. I do know that, and even as I grow and learning, like, not to keep investing in things that's not making money for me, like I tell people like this, if when you're looking at an investment, if you got to invest something that's you got to trade your time for, that's where you should stop it right there. Like, we got to start investing in things that's going to grow without us putting time into it. It's going to grow its own asset. So I think when you come on live and they get to learn some of those things, I can't wait for them to hear it and hear some of the nuggets that you're going to be able to deliver to them. So keep on doing that and helping the currency, because health is wealth. Wealth is health, baby. Let's get it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Kirby.
Thank you for joining in. And you're welcome anytime. And then everybody give a round of applause for Imani out there in the low country for joining in and dropping some of those nuggets on us. That was nice. I thank everybody that's taking the time to been here. I've been on live. We've been here for 2 hours now. This is what it's all about. The energy had just told me to just come on and do this thing. Be transparent, inspire you to just come on and grow. So later on today, you can catch us. We're going to be live later. The other co-founder will probably be giving y'all some nuggets about some things you can use in the back office and smoothies and just some things that inspired her and her journey and just some other stuff. So y'all can learn how to use some more things in the back office. Once again, we got a lot of different things that you can invest in and come on and join us and jumpstart your journey. But the main part is start your day off with a green smoothie, all right? The main product I want y'all to start off with is joining us on our 10-day master course of the Green Smoothie Challenge. Right now, it's for $47 in the store. You can go check that out at veganfiber.com. It's on sale, so make sure y'all go check that out, man. It's the new course that we just launched, the 10-day challenge. Make sure you follow us on all platforms at Vegan Fiber. Like, comment, share. I thank everybody for coming in. You can find us on Facebook at that green for the challenge I'm talking about. That's where you can find us at on Facebook right there. I enjoyed everybody that took the time to visit us today. We had a lot of active people on all platforms. If I know that if we can continue to grow together, because together we are united, and the divided we fall. I know that with the help of you all and your transparency, nothing that's going to allow us to have any objection can come in the way with spreading His love, spreading His knowledge, spreading His wisdom, spreading His wealth. All right. So we're going to meet everybody where they at. If y'all enjoy this live, come back on later. I'll probably be on tonight. Just make sure y'all go check out. I'll probably drop in here in a few again. I'm going to just give everybody some time to catch back up. I'll drop back in a few. And if you decide to join me. But I just want y'all to do one thing, man. Check out the veganfiber.com. Download the Vegan Currency app. Visit us at www.vegancurrencyapp.com. If you don't have the mobile app, that's where you can visit us online. I'm your host, Jamari Kirby. You can follow me on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Linktree, TikTok. You can follow all my platforms at Jamari Kirby. I'm the co-founder of Vegan Fiber and also the Vegan Currency app. I take pride in I'm your health accountability partner. So check me out. It's been a blessing to be here with y'all this evening. It's been really nice that you all trusted me for 2 hours to hang in there. We had a lot of people tune in. So no further ado, I'm just going to hang in there. I ain't got too much. Like I said, I'm working. Like I said, I do this for a service, so I can ramble all day. So I'm just going to keep showing y'all some highlights. It don't stop here for me. I can do this all day. I'm really motivated by if y'all got more questions, or more concerns. Like, that's really what motivates me. Is you all's questions and things. So let's see, man. I'm here, so I'm gonna leave the chat open for if anybody got any questions they may want to ask. I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna be hanging out in live, so you all can ask any questions. If we live, you got any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. this journey has been a nice journey for me. And I'm glad to have been able to inspire many others. Everything you see in the background is available on our store. This is what it. This is really what it means to have some excellence. All right, you can get the book, the Canva thing in the back is available in the store. The cup that you see, the bag that you see in the background, the sea moth, the products, everything that you see right now is available in the store. Even this shirt that I'm wearing, you can buy that in the store. Just show your fan support. We got other things in the store that you can buy that's really nice. But the green smoothie recipe that I use today, you can get that in the course for $47. You can get that recipe and then a lot of other recipes in the challenge and stuff as well. The water bottle that's insulated is available in the store. Everything you see that I have in the background is available. Everything. I'm even available if you pay the right security deposit. I'll be there at your front door. All right? Everything is for sale. Everything must go. Okay? Man, this brings me back, yo. You know, I used to be a radio host back at 2013. I used to be a radio host, man. Did a lot of podcasting, and it feels nice to be back in this space, teaching and doing things in this space now. You know what I mean? So we just getting started, man. I got a lot of guests that I'm gonna be bringing back up and seeing where they at in life. This was a great point in where I could be more intentional with where I want to head to. So I enjoy everybody that's taking the time to support us and be around. I just want to inspire y'all to be better than what you were yesterday, and to know that everything's possible as long as you take the limitations off of yourself. All right. So if there's no further ado, I just want to inspire y'all one more time to stay focused, stay intentional, reach for the sky, go for the stars, because anything in between is even better. You heard? So look, this is Jamari Kirby. I'm about to be exiting out, and just know that proper planning promotes proper performance. All right? Just know it. Let's get it. All right? Success is a planned event. We got 2 months left in this year, man. What y'all want to do? What y'all want to be? You know, we got to be thinking about that. What are we doing for next year, yo? This is a great time for us to start thinking about a health accountability plan. Because if you wait till January, you're going to be already behind. You know what I mean? It's time to stand up, take action. You either feeding the disease or you're fighting the disease. Those are two different things. There ain't no in between. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Let's show the world that we can do this together. United we stand. Divided we fall. So look, I got to get up out of here. I got a couple of customers I really do got to call. I will be back here in a few. I was trying to see if a couple of people I had to talk to was available. I would have brought them in, but maybe we'll come back live later after I get them committed, and we'll make something happen. So if you found this useful, share all this knowledge and share this live. I love y'all. We out. Remember, eat more plants, vegan fiber. J. Curd. I'm out.